Hello, everyone. My name is Eddie Reyes, and I'm an attorney and the owner of Jurex Bar Prep. And today we're going to go into a little series here. So there's going to be a series of videos. So I want you to stay tuned. And today I'm going to tell you what the most important part of the essay portion is. I must just tell it to you very, very clearly in a very concise manner. And you are going to understand. You're going to say, okay, I see now. But first, I'm going to tell you a bit about myself. I usually do not talk about myself. People say, hey, Eddie, when I see you, you're just full of life. You're super excited. You radiate happiness. Something along those lines. And I think it's true to a certain extent. I am a very jubilous person. And I give credit to both my parents because they helped me get to the level where I'm at now. Would I consider myself a success? I would say so, yes. But see, it's kind of hard for me to say that because I'm talking about myself. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want you, as a person who was about to take the California bar exam, I want you to have the confidence to know that you can also pass the exam. If I did it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I hit rock bottom. Okay? We're going to get into details here, all right? And the point being is that if I can do it, so can you. Am I living the dream now? Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say, thank God I'm alive, and today's going to be a great day. Let's do this. All right? But let me tell you, okay, let's talk about my past here. So as many of you guys know, I did not pass the California bar exam for several times, right? And I remember there was after law school. I had a very low point. So many things went wrong. I mean, almost everything went wrong. Let me give you some details here. I was working as a security guard. I mean, I couldn't, right? It was just financially hard. I cashed in my 401k. All right. I was living in Manhattan Beach at the time. It was nice, but I needed money to survive, right? Because I had to study. And yeah, it was just difficult. And another thing that happened during that year was that I had a girlfriend. Oh, let me tell you about my romantic life. And I'm not going to get too much into details today. But there was a point in my life when I wanted to get married when I was a certain age. All right. And that age came. And I met this one girl. And, things were wonderful. But my focus was on the bar exam. And I didn't pass. And it's not like I could say, hey, look. We're gonna begin life, like the second phase of life. I'm gonna get my license. I'm gonna, of course, use my license to practice law. My income's gonna go up. We're gonna get married, all that. So emotionally, oh my God, think about it, how draining that could be when you can't live that life because you have to study. You have to be somewhere at home. I used to go to many places, to like cafes, restaurants, McDonald's, and study there. And I would see families, right, and kids, and I was just studying. I was like, goodness, something like, I just felt like I was going to be there forever, just sitting down looking at material. So I lost the girl, all right. So yeah, I remember I was just feeling lonesome. But I had to borrow the material there, and I told myself, right, you're going to eventually pass. All right. So if you're feeling down, if you're a repeater, right, you think you can't pass it. If I did it, you can do it. And I have full confidence in that. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to tell you the mistakes that I went through so that you won't have to go through that phase. Okay. I already did that for you. I already hit rock bottom for you. Okay, now let's shift the attention here, the focus. Now I'm going to tell you what the most important thing about writing the 1-hour essays is. Are you ready for this? I'm going to just read it. It comes from the instructions. And then I'm also going to tell you what you shouldn't focus too much on. All right, here we go. Instructions. I'm reading this. It says essay examination instructions. It says, demonstrate your ability to analyze the facts in the question. Think about it. Analyze the facts in the question. Now, let me tell you what you shouldn't do, and I'll get a little bit more explicit into what that means. A lot of people say, man, you have to issue spot, right? Because in law school, as you guys know, they're heavy on issue spot. Did you find this issue? Did you find that issue? What about the analysis? Law schools, for the most part, law schools are not very concerned with the analysis. That's why if you go to a board, one of these blog spots, whatever, right, and you look at comments for the California bar exam, for example, people argue, or they used to argue. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten on one of those sites in some time now. But when I was taking the bar exam and I would look at those, I was studying for the bar exam, people would argue. They would be like, hey, if you got this issue, you passed. I remember, many. I can pinpoint many examples, right? One of them was like on hearsay, for example. Did you get this, right? And people would say, okay, if you did not get it, you did not pass. Like that, right? So you think, wow, the focus is really on issue spotting, but it's not. Think about it, okay? I'm not saying you should not issue spot. You should. But there's another very important component here. And what is that? It is the ability to analyze the facts. What are they saying? They're saying, look, here's what they're saying. Here's what the state bar is saying. Here's what the bar examiners are saying. They're saying, look, we've prepared this hypothetical for you. We went through the time, we sat in a group, right? It was an approved committee. And now we're going to give it to you. And we want you to return it to us. And we want you to use the facts. We want you to use the content that we're giving you. Let me give you an example of that so that you can fully appreciate this. It's like, for example, if you get invited to a dinner, someone's house. They take the time to cook, right? And they expect you to go to the house and be a bit hungry, and they expect you to eat the food. Okay, that is polite, all right? It is customary. So in the same way, the bar examiners, they take the time and they prepare the facts, and there are certain facts there that you have to use it. I could read the rest, but the point is that there are certain facts you should use. And if you do not use those facts, you're not going to get a passing score. Now, as simple as that may sound, that's what it is. That's what the instructions say. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you to use the facts, those key facts. Now, how do you find the key facts? Okay. Now you have to stay tuned. That's going to be the next video. Okay. So I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I will see you in the next video.